time for one Big Mac with cheese, no onion, and pickles.
It's fucking Logan right now.
Yeah, it felt like it when I was like, yep. My soul like left my body. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna talk for the rest of this interview.
Peter with 214.
Come on, Peter. Come on, Peter. Here we
Mom,
go.
sorry.
Going down the stretch. And time.
I like how Anthony pulled up cool jokes.
He said, where is it?
Anthony's like,
Thank you, Anthony.
Anthony's like the Mexican Siri. You just say something, he starts finding a location.
Hello and welcome to The Middle is Open. Abel Carrillo here along with Anthony Espelin. What's up? Peter Carrillo. And we got about 3 other guys in studio. Pat's not here. He's late. What's Pat's excuse, by the way? You guys know?
He's a daddy.
He's a daddy.
Papa Pat.
He did say about like 45 minutes ago that he was going to be 10 minutes late. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be late. Anyways, we have a few guys in studio, and these guys are macho men. These guys are men's men. These guys, you know, I see a bald guy over there with some white hair, tattoo
already,
tattoos
That's
and
rude.
everything. Let's just bring him in. This is Mando Rosales, and he has a couple of companions. Mando, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing very well. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
So why did we bring you in studio?
All right, to talk about Fernandez and what?
It's actually Garcia.
Oh no, because somebody dipped on you and you needed a late replacement, so you called me at 11 o'clock at
That's
night
a real
and
reason.
asked me
Yeah, no,
if I could please
that's-
come in, and so I
It was
pulled
like a UFC fight. You were the filler.
Yeah, you were the filler. You're the stand-in.
Little Caesars, $5 hunt ready. I stay ready. Let's go.
Are you in shape?
Yeah,
Fighting
Yeah?
shape.
Yeah.
If
Fighting
you
shape.
got a call right now, you'd be good.
not at all, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's kind of how it was. Like, we needed a filler. We called a guy that's very experienced. We got Mando in studio. Mando, who are your 2 friends that you brought with you today?
This is Coach David and this is Coach Jerry. And so you guys had a crew, so I had to bring a crew just in case.
Oh.
Cause I don't know, man. I don't know you guys.
Are we gonna throw down?
I mean, I hope not.
Travel and
Yeah, me
packs.
too.
I hope not.
So that's why Pat didn't come.
That's that mentality that Mando has.
Yeah. What's the mentality?
Pack mentality,
Yeah,
man.
pack
Look at
mentality.
Oh, okay.
You come in, you don't know what's gonna happen. Dude.
Yeah.
You always gotta have someone watching your back.
What's your pack called?
Little Caesars, $5 hot and ready. I said that earlier.
Little Caesars hot and ready.
$5 hot.
$5 hot and ready.
Stay ready.
You stay ready.
Yeah.
All right. So our pack. What is our pack? We don't have a pack name,
Like I
right?
see a Chihuahua behind you.
Yeah,
That's
with
more,
the
that's more
chihuahuas.
like it.
Yeah.
It's so appropriate.
We're all bark but no bite.
Hey, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of stray dogs.
That's hey, that's true. Man.
Straight.
We don't have a pack yet.
We don't have a collar or anything. We're just fucking.
Just fighting for scraps.
We're like alley cats. We're just fucking doing our own thing. But anyways, Mondo's in studio, and Mondo, what do you want to talk about, man? Like,
Well, first I want to introduce my boy.
yeah.
Coach
Introduce them, man. Introduce them.
David. Coach David.
Coach David.
You want?
Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Well, we should have made that clear. But David Cougar, I guess my day job would be assistant athletic director for compliance at UTEP, and I'm one of the owners with Mando at Zen Martial Arts as well, and we have other business ventures we're going down. So that's kind of what I do.
Nice. And then who's to the left of you, Mondo?
The best.
My name is Jerry Burgos. I'm also a coach at Zen, and I'm also a cut man for the team at Zen.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool.
Peter's gonna experience that here in a little bit. No, I'm telling you, you're gonna get home. You're gonna be ready to go tomorrow.
Really?
I was thinking,
All right.
he was gonna lay me out and then like patch me back up and all.
Hey, that's good.
You see, I never thought of it from that. I mean,
All right.
I want the full experience.
So do you think you could help out Peter, because he just recently purchased a heavy bag and he's complaining that his wrist hurt, his hands hurt, and
A
stuff
broken
like that.
nail.
He has
all that
broken
stuff,
nail. You know,
Hey,
That's all it is you just need some good hand wraps.
that's it.
good hand wraps, or he's not punching right.
No, I think I'm punching right.
It's probably both, but you always want to protect your hands. So even if you're training, you always want to wrap your hands. Because, especially fighters, you're always training every day. You're always hitting bags. You're either hitting mitts, and your knuckles will get sore. And the more you train, you do have to have those hand wraps to protect your hands for longevity.
If you were to see Peter punch, would you be able to tell him, like, yo, dude, you're punching the bag wrong?
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
right off the bat.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
dude,
sir.
I bet.
His first
These
punch.
guys- that's what they do, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, Mando, about your gym. You guys started out
Dojo.
Dojo.
Well, you
It's
said
a
it's a dojo
dojo.
and
It's
a
a
gym,
dojo.
so
Yeah, so we have the dojo.
modernizing it.
No, for sure. We have the dojo and we have a gym. So the dojo is the martial arts side, right? The academy, the schooling, the martial arts philosophy side, and then we have the gym, which is the traditional. When you say, "Oh, I'm going to the gym," weights and the bench press and stuff like that. Yeah. So
Is
we have
it like separate memberships, or like you get one for all?
you can do it all. I mean, you can do one or the other, or you can do both.
So what I wanted to bring up was how I know you. How do I want to say this? What led you to branching off on your own, like kind of doing your own thing? Which you really didn't, because I know a lot of your trainers, you guys kind of all got together and you decided to make that move, right? That leap of
man.
faith?
So I think El Paso's a fight town, man. And it's always just been ridiculously talented. Can I? No, I can't cut.
Yeah, you can cuss. You can
Oh,
cuss.
so El Paso's just always been ridiculously fucking talented, bro. Like, ridiculously. But that's anywhere, right? There's always talent. Coaching. We've always had amazing coaches. The thing that's always lacked was this togetherness, this unity amongst coaches. And then you would get trainers come together, but for whatever reason, couldn't keep a team together long enough for it to be fruitful, maybe. And so I don't want to say I had bad coaches coming up, but I mean, I saw some coaches where I was like, man, you don't care, but cool, whatever. And so coming up, and I hated fighting, by the way. I absolutely hated it. I would have to go to this very dark place, very selfish.
What got you into fighting?
I mean, we started at a young age. My dad started teaching us boxing at 3-4 years old, and it was something that's just always in the family. My uncle Johnny Ibarra. So there's a legend over at rest in peace, Luis Maldonado from Segundo Barrio from San Juan, and he was the boxing coach there forever. Under him, with him, was my Uncle Johnny. And so, everyone around town that knows boxing knows my Uncle Johnny. And so naturally, that was just part of our culture coming up. Over at the house, we had the tree house. We had a speed bag. We had a heavy bag. And then we had a bench press. And, that's just the way it was. So, and so, yeah. So I hated fighting. I hated sort of conflict, man. We came from a very chaotic household. And so anytime, loud noises and things like that were just kind of like, eh. And so, but no, I don't know. At some point, man, I had these itches I had to scratch, whether they were insecurities or whatever you want to call them. And so yeah. After fighting, I fell in love with concepts. I fell in love with this thing of true team unity. And so I was like, all right, man, we got to get this talent together, but it had to start with the coaches. If the coaches could keep their shit together long enough to become resourceful, find the resources, we could do something amazing. And we have, as a community, El Paso Martial Arts, it's coming along damn good, man. I'm really proud of where we are as a town. As individual gyms, same. A lot of the guys I work with around town, guys and girls I work with around town, that unity is there. So we have the coaching as a town, and then there's the coaching at the individual dojo level or academies. And that's really what was it. I wasn't good at anything else. I wasn't really good at school. I was good at movement. I was good at fighting. I was good at this stuff. I'm good with people, I guess, in a little bit. And so, yeah.
So I think that El Paso has this talent pool, like you said, you kind of touched on it. It has a great talent pool of fighters, strong-willed people.
Yeah.
Not necessarily fighters, but just people that have that strong will. Poverty level. Let's be honest. The income in El Paso is very low compared to the rest of Texas. And a way to express themselves. So El Paso's always been known as a boxing town. You touched on MMA, how it's growing, or dojos, gyms, different organizations actually catching now. So what I was surprised to find was some of the people I know that had their own gyms or dojos, they actually work with you. You guys all collaborate. David used to work with me I worked with him at Home Depot for a long time. David, Taekwondo, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was an Olympic.
Oh yeah, David, Champions Taekwondo.
Yeah,
bro.
so-
Yeah. Dude's, he's amazing, man.
Yeah, so-
I didn't know this the other day. You know, we've been working some. We had our first group of kiddos that were going to compete in a kickboxing tournament in Arizona, and once we saw the rules and once I started understanding the rule set, no hitting to the head, body, this, I was like, oh, that's Taekwondo. No, I got to go to the source, man. And to me, there's a lot of badasses around town, man. There's a lot of damn good, people in every combat sport around town. But I mean, for me, there was only one person, man, and that was Champions. That was David. And so we hit him up, man, and he opened his doors to us. He came over to our dojo. We went over to his dojo. And he's amazing, man.
Well, that's what I was getting at, is that it's a respect that everyone has for, the respective sports that they come from, and tying it all in together, and giving that outlet not just to the talent pool, but to the children,
100%.
teaching the discipline,
100%.
teaching all kinds of things, because I know it's not just about combatives to you guys, because I do see you have your students studying.
Absolutely.
And you give them something, just to look forward to, especially in this kind of time and day. But,
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Sorry, I was a little thrown off by tardiness.
Yeah.
But it's justified. Oh, no, man.
All right, let's talk about that. Patrick Espeline just joined us.
Hi guys, I'm sorry I'm late, guys.
Whoa. All right. He's a little hot.
Am I loud? I'm sorry.
Just a little bit. There you
Wait,
go.
hold on. So he's tardy, and then all of a sudden we got to focus on him? No, man. We're talking some good stuff here.
Yeah, no,
No.
don't focus on me. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That was my fault.
Yeah, man.
This is
this mic, you don't have to.
Yeah.
go all the way.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't
is this
have
mine?
to. You don't have to
Yeah,
mouth
right
it.
there, you're good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Patty Wagon, I love you.
I love you too, Mom.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, so Mando, when did you first start MMA? Like, you talk about like you were growing up, you always were kind of into the fight game, but as far as MMA, mixed martial arts, when did that first start? Because I remember, my older brother Chris, and I remember him saying like, oh yeah, Mando's in this cage fighting thing. I mean, back then, there wasn't a lot of knowledge. Not a lot of people knew about mixed martial arts.
He said Mando's fighting, and we all went to Sandoval to see who you were fighting.
No, not even, man. Not even. Man, I hated fighting.
But I think one of the first teams you were a part of, and I may be wrong on this, but that's why we have you, is Team Clay, was it?
Yeah.
And
Team
then
Clay.
was that the first team that you were involved with?
No, so the first team was actually just me and one of my best boys, man, Jerome Sierra. That being said, Peter, I would like to touch back up on talking about the kiddos, man, and that, because to me that's important. If I'm gonna be on a show or something, I always want to talk about that.
This is showing the growth, actually, because Abel's talking about the beginning with you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And back then, I remember Abel would always talk so highly of you when I was
Appreciate you, man.
I was in the military already, right?
Yeah.
And Abel would go to cruises with you, and he would be like, "Oh, I'm training." And Abel even cut his hair. Remember, he had that Chuck Liddell looking thing. He had his bleached Chuck Liddell hair.
Yeah.
And but I always thought like, what the hell? Abel's a bitch. Who does he?
Look at this guy over here, man.
But you know what? Like, nah, he could hold his own, man. I'll give him
for
that
sure
one.
he can. For sure he can.
But it was always
did.
funny because he was always talking about you. And then I remember Anthony and Jay and Pat, they would always say like, "Oh, Mando's fighting. Oh, he knocked this guy out in like 3 seconds." And whatever it was, there were so many moments, and it felt like the whole West Side, the whole city at that. Whenever you fought someone outside, they kind of gathered around that. But it was
cool.
all new.
Yeah.
Like
And it was, man. It was because we did it at a time where, so I was like 18, 19, and it was, I guess it's kind of typical, right? Where you're watching and it's like, I can do that. But we actually went the very next day and we're like, how do we do this? And so we all had some karate backgrounds. We had some kickboxing backgrounds. We had a little bit of grappling. We had boxing, like I had said. And at that point, that's what it was. You would learn the arts separately, and then you combine them some way, somehow, because there was no internet. I mean, at least we didn't have damn internet.
AOL chat.
AOL, yeah, man. Years later at someone's house up the mountain, because there was no AOL down past Thorn. You know that. And then my homeboy Jerome, he had a Kempo karate background, and so we rolled out a carpet that I had. We unrolled that thing. We put pillows in duffel bags, like training bags, and those are the things we would kick.
Oh, wow.
And we would punch each other in the face and kick each other in the body, because that was our body conditioning. We had to get ready because we saw this thing on TV. And I'll never forget, it was...
Rex Kwando.
I'm sorry?
Rex Kwando?
No, it wasn't Rex Kwando. It was... Matt Hughes was fighting... I'm confused. Stop confusing me.
Dude, Rex Kwando, bow to your sensei.
Oh, hey, bow to your sensei, man. You see him walk through the door, you bow to David. Yeah, should. And God damn it. You know I have the ADBD. What was I saying? And so that's how we kind of started, man. And then we had a boy, Justin Reyes, and that dude was a beast. He's still a beast of a human being. And they had a wrestling room.
He was one of the top wrestlers in the state of Texas, right?
Yeah, I mean his brother too.
He went to Franklin, right?
Yeah, Justin and Jason. They were damn good people. Super down to earth. And just beasts, man. Beast human beings, beast athletes. And so, he's like, hey, we have this wrestling room. You guys could go and mess around in there. And I was like, all right, cool. And apparently there was another team that was already kind of training in there. So we just bumped into each other one practice. And it was just me, Jerome, and maybe one or two other people that kind of came with us. And they're like, you guys want to train with us? And we're like, yeah, you look like you know what you're doing more than us. So, yeah.
That's cool.
And that was, Sensei Jesse Clay, Sensei Omar Ahmad. That was my introduction to, I want to say it was Katamado Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. So that I first learned Japanese Jiu-Jitsu versus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And, that's kind of where it started, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a trip.
Really quick, what's the difference between Japanese Jiu-Jitsu and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
So aside from the cultures, one person from Japan, for whatever reason, and I know these reasons, I'm just being very general, moved, to another place, seeking whatever, and in exchange at some point taught the Gracies Jiu-Jitsu. And as they kept doing it, evolving it, and at that point it became Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie family Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You guys want to fill in any gaps that you think?
Pretty much the same.
No, I just, from what I know, they modified it because the Japanese guy that went to Brazil taught one of the Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu, and it was more based off of strength and explosiveness. And so I think was it Elio Gracie was the original Brazilian, and he was a smaller guy, so he modified it to.
And Carlson Gracie too, right?
Yeah, I think Carlson
Gracie was the one that.
Yeah, so they modified it so that it was based more off of leverage and technique, and so that's, I would say, the big. I've never done Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, I don't think, but yeah. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was originally, I think, formed to allow the smaller person to defeat a bigger person, so they had to modify the techniques and stuff.
You know what's crazy that you say that is when I was in the military, we were talking about it earlier. I wrestled. My dad took me to go wrestle before, box occasionally, but Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Jiu-Jitsu at all, like I didn't know anything about it. So there was all these little Hawaiian guys that were like, we were in the middle of the desert. You're bored. You get some time down, and hey, you wanna grapple? I was like, what the hell? What the hell is that? So they start teaching you, how do you start? And this is like wrestling. No, it's not wrestling. And next thing you know, you're getting choked out by a guy who's 3 foot tall, and it's like, damn, dude. All right, and you could pick them up, and they'll just wait till you get tired. And so going back to what you said is, is the culture of it is showing that the smaller guy could always win. It's all about technique. It's all about the knowledge that you have, the discipline that you have, not giving up. It was one of the hardest things, best workouts ever. I mean, I think I dropped like 20 pounds easily just doing this. So I don't know.
I was gonna ask you guys, is MMA different? Because like as you guys are talking, especially right now, I asked you about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, and it seems like you guys have kind of done your research on the sport, on the art, I guess. Whereas like in other sports, like in football, basketball, baseball, you don't really need to know the history. You don't need to kind of do your research and study. I mean, obviously you need to practice to get good, but like it seems that you guys have a knowledge of like research that you guys kind of done on your own, I guess, to kind of embrace the culture of mixed martial arts.
Preserve the culture.
Preserve.
Yeah,
that's a good word, man.
is
Preservation.
there any truth behind that?
Yeah, no.
Or am I just reaching?
No, go ahead. You guys.
That's 100% right. I mean, it all extends from being a martial artist. You have to learn the culture. It comes with it. You got to be a part of that culture as a martial artist.
It's an artist
to be able to. That's why you're called an artist. It's something that you're learning, that you keep on doing, and therefore you have to have that background and that knowledge into it.
Yeah. So I got a question. As far as you have obviously multiple different types of people that come to your dojo, your gym, that wanna learn self-defense, they want to learn discipline, do you put them in categories? Does it go by age group? And how do you go about it? Like I have 3 boys at home, 2 8-year-olds and a 13, and the 13-year-old is not athletic at all, but he's looking for an outlet, right? He's bigger than me. If he came into your dojo and said, hey, like I don't know what I'm doing here, but I want something, how would you go about it? Like, would you teach culture first, discipline, fighting?
Yeah, no.
Like,
so
I don't know
so like the first thing, personally, people walk in, and we're good at reading the room. I mean, we're just good at reading the room. We're good at reading the vibe. We're good at reading people. And then for me, it's super important to build rapport, to build some form of trust with kids. And this is something that I was taught later, but it's just something I've always done since I was a kid. It's just ask them questions. Everyone likes to be asked questions. Everyone likes to have the answer. And which is an issue later in life, because if someone's not taught to say, I don't know, it's okay to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you don't know the answer, don't pull some shit out your ass and be like, that's what it is. No. So we'll ask them very simple stuff. I do. And it's typical, right? It's color. What's your favorite thing to do? And our goal is to take their life experience up to that 13-year-old point and let them know, dude, you're going to be perfect here. You're going to fit right in. And there's a lot of like reverse social conditioning we have to do, and a lot of the time it has to do more with the parent than it has to do with the kid, because they come in and everybody wants to win. Everybody wants their kid. They want their kid to win. Why can't they just come?
Why can't they?
Why can't they be okay just coming and enjoying on the very superficial surface level, sucking, quote unquote sucking? Why can't they enjoy sucking, but just being,
or just learning something?
Learning something.
Yeah,
learning something.
And that's kind of like an issue with the environment nowadays. Is everybody? I know in baseball at least, because we're a big baseball family.
For sure.
There's a tournament every weekend. There's a first, second, third. There's consolation brackets. Everybody gets a ring, a ribbon, a freaking high five, whatever. And it's like, damn, dude. What? Losing's okay. Like you said, it's okay to suck.
Okay.
Grow from your loss. Get better.
And
that's why I think there's people like, well, I was the third place consolation bracket, whatever, but I won that. Well, fuck, that ain't shit. That means you're garbage in a shitty bracket.
For sure.
So it's like, lose, grow from it, make yourself better, learn how to lose, because a lot of kids don't know how to lose nowadays. So I'm glad that you.
But that's the point. A lot of kids don't know how to lose,
and they don't know how to react.
Who taught them that?
Yeah.
There are no bad students. There are no bad kids. There are bad teachers. There are bad parents.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Man.
But do you think it's the? I asked this because we had Tom Herman in studio,
I don't know who that
and
is.
he's the youth hockey association director here in El Paso.
Cool.
And I was asking him, is it a system in youth athletics, baseball, football, basketball, whatever sport out there? There's like this system that back in the day, you were playing and you were learning the fundamentals of the sport.
Right.
Whereas now, like Peter was saying, is you're playing for the tournament. You're playing for the prize. You're playing
for the win. Yeah,
you're playing for the, to rather than playing in a league, you play in that tournament. Then you have a showcase the very next week.
Or there's teams that only handpick people. Like,
Right.
I want you on my team. I don't want you.
And before that,
And
used
you
to be
guys don't
called
do
an
that,
all-star
right?
game.
And that's
Back in the day, it used to be, okay, so at the end of it, you have an all-star game or you have like a traveling team. But
Yeah.
now it seems that everybody is cherry picking.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, do you think it's the system in youth sports? Do you think it's the system that other sports are using?
Well, I think
baseball,
it's the
football,
culture in
because
general. Like-
you guys were kind of talking how there's like a tight knit group that you guys have right now. Because to be honest, mixed martial arts is it's relatively new to the borderland. You would say it's 15, 20 years old, if that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that it's
But-
caught fire. Like,
Yeah, for
with-
sure.
But
in
as
the
far
masses.
as football, basketball, baseball,
Right.
it's been here for years.
sure.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
So they've already kind of evolved in a way where they're taking their sports in this direction, where you guys are relatively new. So you guys are kind of like,
See, that's
this
the
is
thing.
what-
We're not. Martial arts predates any other sport.
But as far I get what Abel's saying, you're now an instructor. You're now someone that has the reins. You're able to take it this way. You're able to take it this way. The three of you actually,
Yeah,
you guys could control it. So seeing kind of the flaws in other sports and being able to have an influence or evolving it, because boxing's one sport that you can't make everyone a winner.
No, not at all. Well, And
So,
yeah,
and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
think
No,
like
for
the
sure.
gold gloves,
For
Abel
sure.
and I have gone to the gold
Yeah.
gloves, and I still think I have the utmost respect for boxing. In fact, I have that debate with boxing and MMA
Yeah.
fans all the time. I'm like, I'm more of a boxing fan, but why? Oh, you gotta learn more.
Well,
Of
look,
course.
I'm an MMA guy. I'm a martial artist in general, but I'm gonna sit here and tell you, I have more respect for boxers and for wrestlers. Because man, those are like people tell me like, dude,
They're
you guys are
different.
crazy for what you do. I'm like, you play football, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Boxers and wrestlers, that's a whole other fucking game, man. Like, I mean, given but then again, at that point, it just becomes perspective and passion, right? We're passionate about this, so it doesn't
Yeah.
seem, but I mean,
Seem crazy to you?
and we grew up like boxing, and every time we'd go to my uncle's house, fuck my life. Come on, champ, let's go to the back. Oh shit, that box gloves were going on. He was gonna show me some mitts, and I used to love going there. And then it got to the point where it's like, oh man, I want to go to my aunt's house because we're gonna end up boxing. It's a different kind of animal, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So this is the thing that the system in place, right? For us at least, we have our competitive group, right? We have our competitors.
Yo, Pat.
I don't focus on the competition. You know, and I said this a few weeks ago on Elevate El Paso. Please.
We'll take it.
We want you to be good at life. When you come through our doors, we want you to be good at life, right? If you choose to compete, cool. We'll take you there. We'll absolutely do our best to take you there.
Thanks, man.
And so I think it becomes one of those things. Other sports, shit.
Damn, brutal.
Oh shit.
Other
I
sports.
told you he's macho man over here.
Yeah, I can do that with 3 bottles at the same
I
time.
was over here looking for a bottle opener, and now I just feel like,
Peter, there's one on the tree.
no, I know I got one. I was just Mando used his eye. And
Mondo
Hey,
just
that's a good trick. You know that one, huh?
my dad used to do that.
That's a good one. The first time I saw that, man, I tripped.
Yeah, my dad used to always do that.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong?
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, y'all. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Morning beers.
Yeah, morning.
Well, actually, Yeah, morning
almost
beers,
afternoon.
morning
Because
beers.
of Pat, noon beers. Hey, it's all good, man. Priorities. But no, yeah. So going back to the system in place, that other culture, the soccer, the football, the baseball, yeah, no, for sure. That you come in, the not so ones that can adapt as quickly are going to be left out, and there's a mission. For us, we have something for everybody, but that's just martial arts in general. That's the way it's
Do you ever turn anyone away? Like if there's a guy like my age that's like, I want to come in and I want to fight, I want to whatever, kind of a douche.
Yeah, no, no, douches can come on in, man. I mean, and they get put in check real quick.
Oh, okay.
And they're either gonna realize like, oh, dude, damn, yeah, this is something I want to do.
They won't be back next week.
Or they will. We hope that they will, or they won't.
Yeah.
And then you have people on a certain spectrum where, yeah, they shouldn't be around other people, like,
Yeah.
But I mean, regarding like kids, I mean, oh man, I mean, if they're the bully, bring them in. We'll break them down. If they're not the bully and they're the one getting picked on, bring them in. We'll build them up. If they're, man, autistic, Down syndrome, if they're, you name it, I don't care. Bring them. We will figure it out. Like, that's the thing. We'll figure it out.
How do you balance that out? Like, if you have a douche, like say Peter and I go, and Peter's the big douche, and then I'm.
I think you're the douche here.
Oh, no, then you got to get to the bigger douche.
There's levels to this shit.
How about I'm the douche? I walk in and I'm all about like, oh, I'm gonna be the next champ. I'm gonna fuck this guy up. Like, just being a douche, like Peter is saying. And then you have another guy that walks in and he's very timid. He's very shy. He's, he lacks that confidence. They're both coming into the system at the same time. They're relatively the same age. How do you coach both of them? How do you check one, and how do you build?
Too fucking easy, man. So look, coming up, let's not lie.
I mean, is it the same? Is it the same?
Well, if you stop talking, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Douche over here.
I mean, right? So, I mean, right? So the douches, at some point, we looked up to them. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Don't lie. In high school and elementary, like, God dang, he's kind of cool. So I'll take this timid person, I'll take the douche, and I'll tell the douche, hey, I need you to do me a favor. Tone them down a little bit. They're brand new. I need you to teach them something. Teach them something, right? And I'll try to create a relationship between the two. One is teaching the other. The other one is oh, shit, again. Because we know most douches are the most insecure people. They're the most scared people, plain and fucking simple. And again, you kind of feed their ego a little bit by asking them, hey, I need you to go over there. I need you to teach. But even if it's their first day, they'll trust me. A douche will figure out something to teach. 100% wrong, but it doesn't matter. The point is to create some sort of relationship between
bond,
the two.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and at that point, doors are open. Then we can start to really work. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
And I think adults are different in the sense that, maybe not different, but everybody comes in for their own reason. Kids, generally, it's like the parents make them, or maybe they want to go, but it's something that their parents want to get them into. But, when it comes to adults, because I deal more with the adults, and Mando deals, a lot with the kids, and I tell the adult students, like, everybody has a reason. You mentioned self-defense. Some people want to come in and learn self-defense. Other people I know enough people at our dojo that just go for the workout. They learn some stuff, but they really just want to get a sweat in and burn some calories. But everybody has their own reasons in terms of why they come in. And so if we have a student that, whether it's kid or adult, that wants to learn more self-defense, sometimes when I teach, I'll maybe focus more on things that are a little bit more functional. Because, when we're in the gi, there's a lot of different things you can do with the lapel and the collars and stuff. Is that realistic? I mean, I guess if you're in the streets and somebody has a big jacket on, you could possibly do something with
a zoot suit.
Yeah, like a zoot suit.
That's real right there. That's a real thing.
But in reality, something like no gi, where you're not wearing the gi, generally can be more functional for, obviously MMA, street type situations. But other people, they don't really care as much about the martial art in terms of learning self-defense, and they're more interested in just getting a good workout in. I mean, we have lots of different people
For sure.
from lots of different backgrounds. We got, teachers, doctors, surgeons, engineers, plumbers. We got everybody. So everybody has their own reasons. So,
But there's one commonality. It's that group love, right?
Yes,
that group, like,
for sure.
that right there.
Well, that's
just cool.
funny. That I like going back to what I said. Like, I ran into David a while back,
Yeah.
and then I ran into Pablo. Do you know Pablo? Yeah, you know Pablo, big guy.
Yeah, man. Say Pablo.
Yeah.
Boy, man,
And then,
yeah.
but this was, I think, when you first opened.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, I don't know his name. Short guy, tattoos.
Alex?
Little Alex, man. Hey,
Yeah, all
where's the
these guys.
camera at?
Yeah.
That shit is so sick. I saw that.
So
Yeah.
so I ran into all of them, and of course, like I know Pablo from school, so we start
Yeah.
talking, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, man, we're doing this."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Shit, man, is Mando with you guys?" Well, Mando, fuck. It was like, "Oh shit." So it's
that's
that
cool.
tight bond that everyone has still.
Yeah. Well, it's acceptance, bro, and that's what I go back to. It's this thing. Now we all judge. You can go across the street, you can go look both fucking ways. If not,
Yeah.
cool. That's you. But we want to go somewhere where we're not judged. I mean, as little as humanly possible. And I think that's the thing that we're really good at. And that's why I say the douchebags. Come on, man.
But I think it's a big misconception because
Yeah.
like people might see you in your gear or you know, like your shorts, your fighting
Yeah.
and your tattoos and whatever, and they're like, "Oh man, this guy."
Yeah.
But little do they know is that you're influencing children.
Yeah.
You're going out there. You're going above and beyond.
Yeah.
You have children of your own who you're instilling not just how to defend yourself, but a discipline. So it is a big misconception that people have towards the MMA family, I guess you
Yeah.
can say.
Yeah. Damn, like shit, I didn't know that still existed. But
But
yeah,
it
no,
is-
no, you're right. No, you're right. And fuck, man, I don't know. I guess I personally pride myself on something.
Like,
that,
what
man.
would you say to someone that came up to you that was like, "Oh, well, you're just a fighter. Like, what are you bringing? What are you showing other than fighting?" Because there's still that mentality. Like Abel said, this is fairly new to the borderland. Like, what would you tell someone?
Give me a specific question.
Well, like if the critics towards MMA or towards combatives, if they come up and they say, "Oh, you're just teaching someone how to fight, how to you're
So
feeding
I'm
them
gonna
a
agree.
false."
No. That's perfect though, and that's the thing. Look, if a parent comes in and they're like, "Oh, I want my child to learn how to defend themselves," I'd look at them in the eye and I say, "You're lying to me right now." And they look at me like, "Excuse me? You want to know that your son or daughter can turn around and beat the shit out of 2 kids? Don't lie to me." Yeah. No, everyone wants to learn how to fight.
Yeah.
The best police officers, the best law enforcement, they could fucking fight, which is why they don't. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Self-defense is just that. It's like let's not lie. You want to learn both. It's the yin, it's the yang. You want to learn how to defend yourself, but there's an opposite to that. What's the opposite of that? Giving it. And when you can give it, that's when I don't have to be doing this. That's when I have to be looking over my shoulder. That's when the chip, I have no more chips. You know what I'm saying?
Confidence level.
That's when your confidence, that's when does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I mean, are we teaching people how to fight? Yes. Because we want peace.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It's just
You can't have one without the other.
Yeah,
you know?
I
You
get
cannot have-
that, but I know
yeah.
there's like critics to like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you're
for
just
sure.
teaching this."
For sure. And that's what I would tell them. I'm like, I mean, you would love to learn how to fight. You would love to learn how to have an intelligent conversation, be able to articulate and express, but you would also want to be able to throw your hands, man, throw your knees, throw your feet. Like, you're lying if you don't.
Anthony, you're quiet over there. What's up?
No, man, I'm just listening.
He said he's coming next week, and he said I heard. Oh wait. When are you guys are all gonna come for a private lesson?
You know what? I was gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you had to choose one person out of us to like, how would you rate us? Like, who do you think would do the best? Or Douchey McGee over here?
Hold on, man. Let me cross my arms. Let me uncross my arm. Let me see.
And what's the quality? If you could only choose one quality to start off with, what quality would it be? Would it be the brains, the muscles, the heart, the passion? What is the quality that you're gonna take forward?
No, the douche quality is a strong quality, man.
Really?
Especially if there's a genuine fight in it.
They don't want to let themselves down.
Yeah, let themselves down, but at the same time, like, I mean, fuck, that's a tough one because I initially want to jump out at you because you will not be proven wrong. You will not. But then you got the big brother in the room too, and then you got the other. Man, it's a tough one.
I think we're all different body types too.
So I can't do this.
Anthony's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I was gonna say, man.
and
Damn. So what? Let's see.
Samoan.
His name is Maudi.
I think, bro, you got to get me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back on in a couple weeks, man.
I would say, as a coach, I would say heart and the want to learn.
The will. Yeah. Like,
The want. Like, you gotta want to learn. You know, because there's people, and I say heart as well because there's people who come in, they get hit in the face one time, and they don't want to come learn at all.
or there's those people that they were kind of trained. I don't want to say wrong, but they were trained a certain way, and they're living by that. And it's
Cobra
easier
Kai.
to have a blank slate than to
Cobra
break
Kai.
someone down
100%.
and then rebuild
See,
them.
commonality in sports, 100%. And those ones that do come in with this background, and we get a lot of them, bro. Well, I was taught this way. That's good. Let me tell you something. Look, there's lots of ways.
Yeah.
Why would you want to learn one way or two ways when I can modify it and teach you a few more ways? At that point, if it don't work for you, fair enough. And at that point, I need you to quit talking so much in class. And if you want to open up your own school, go open up your own school across the street from me, please.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. And that's what I have said to people. And we'll help you. And we'll help you. And we'll help you. Because it's all about abundance, right? That's right. There's more than fucking enough to go around for every fucking body.
That's right.
Funny.
Why are you guys all about team? Why are you guys all about helping each other out? Yet it could be considered an individual sport. Someone that's watching it just on TV, they watch boxing or they watch MMA.
They see the fighter, but they don't see the background.
Well,
They
yeah.
don't see-
So they see the two guys in the cage, right? They see one individual over here and one over there, and then it's like, oh, it's an individual sport.
Right.
And then what you guys are displaying right now in
But
front
so
of
is
us,
baseball.
in a way, yes.
I mean,
you're
second
absolutely
baseman
right.
is a second baseman.
Yeah,
Catcher is a catcher. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a catching
Everybody
coach,
has
you
their
have a
own
pitching
play,
coach, you have a batting coach. You have
No, that's
your
perfect.
fielders.
So why are you guys all about team? And why do you guys, because I've seen your Instagram page in particular, you guys tend to show so much love to competitive dojos and gyms in the borderland. Why is
okay,
that?
Like, it's not like, hey,
do
just
you guys-
follow me and
Yeah,
no.
do you guys need to
Yeah.
stick together? Because I've seen Gracie Barra, 10th Planet,
100%.
Bushido, all these other gyms and dojos, and I'm like,
Well, because
aren't you
look,
guys competitors?
we
Like,
see,
what's
we
going on
see,
here?
we see this thing, and we see this thing that is not working. If this thing is not working, well, then what the fuck is the opposite of that?
What's not working?
Whatever the thing is, in general, right? The thing,
Oh, okay.
quote unquote, the thing. It's not working, right? It's not working. Let's do the opposite, the exact opposite, and see if it works. For shits and giggles,
Yeah.
right? And so we do the exact opposite, and fuck, it's starting to work. And it goes back to what I said earlier. We've always had the fight, the ganas. We've always had the coaches. We've just never had the unity. Coaches could never hang out together long enough because they'd fucking boom, bump heads, boom, bump heads.
yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm gonna start my own team. Cool. And then there's no resources. And at that point, if you don't have resources to travel, if you don't have I can't tell you the thousands of dollars I have spent out of my own money that I didn't have on traveling, on gear. I just got myself these gloves, $30 gloves. Oh, we got this fighter coming in. I don't have no gear. Hey, here, man. You got gear now.
Yeah.
And the thing, it goes back to that. We were just trying to build something better. And if it doesn't start as a town, it's not going to work for the individual. And I believe that, man. When I was young, I used to watch beehives. I used to watch ants. I'd study an anthill, and I wouldn't study it. I didn't know I was studying it. I was just fascinated by the way they would just do this
It
thing.
worked, and it worked.
And if it's good for the group, it's good for the individual. And I believe that 100%. And anyone that comes to the dojo, we've had fighters. Hey, can I come? Yeah. But look, these are the rules. If it's good for the group, it's good for the individual. If you can't follow the rules, you got to go. Plain and simple, you got to go. It's not personal. If I tell you I love you and I got your back, I still love you. I still got your back. But you can't do that here. You got to go. You got to go. Plain and simple, man. And it's happened. It's happened numerous times over the years. But some people just don't know how to not take things personal.
So I got a question as far as what's some of the best talent you've seen come out of El Paso, and who are some up and coming guys as far as that next level,
No, fuck, man. Man, you got people on the east side. Just look at the whole bottom row.
just go
No,
down
I'm
the list.
kidding, man. No, you got kids. You got kids over at Bushido. You have kids, coming out of Hayashi's. You got kids over at 10th Planet. You got kids coming out of El Paso Jiu-Jitsu, Alianza. You got kids coming out of Gracie Baja here on the west side. They're everywhere. You have... And it's weird, right? Because you have the 24, 25, 26-year-olds. Then you have the next 17, 18, 19-year-olds. And then you have the small ones. So you're always, as a coach, whether we realize we're doing it or not. I didn't realize I was doing it, and then until I realized I was doing it, you know, because in baseball, what's the latest you can kind of get after it?
Like as far as prospects.
Prime, yeah, like prime prospect. Well, talk to me about that real quick.
Well,
19.
That's far.
like a prospect coming up.
For the majors?
Like high school. High school is what anything after high school. I mean,
Maybe
you're
JUCO.
coming into the game late because in high school they already have an eye on you. Then there's some guys that do go to junior college that were under the radar. So yeah, maybe you could say JUCO.
Okay. So what age is that?
17, 18, 19 years old.
19. Yeah, okay. So we don't get that. We don't get that opportunity yet. It's getting there where, because at high school they're going to those other sports, right? They're not going into. You don't get a scholarship to go do MMA. Not yet. And that's why I said if I ever won that lottery, man,
You try to implement it into high school?
100%. No, yeah. It's an Institute of Martial Arts Philosophy at
We
that
should
point.
have it in the Olympics.
There it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't wanna-
portions, I guess, are right.
They have kickboxing, they have Muay Thai,
They have
they have
Taekwondo,
judo,
they have all that.
taekwondo. I don't see why
But
not.
MMA
Put them together.
consolidated kind of.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked for this. But do you feel that sometimes you
There are
guys?
no douchebags in the room.
Do you feel sometimes you guys get the rejects?
Yes, and we're proud of that.
Okay.
We are 100% fucking proud of that, and that's what I tell.
So I've heard
It's like-
something about this. Like
'cause
you
you
could
get-
be a great boxer, but you could have been pushed out of boxing because you weren't so great. But it opens up doors like, hey, well, I'm actually a pretty decent wrestler. Hey, I'm a decent.
Bro, look at
round
Holly
game.
Holm.
Yeah. Like
She
so
knocked out fucking Ronda Rousey.
all you have to do is be. And I don't want to say that because I feel like I'm taking away, but you just got to be well-rounded almost
And
Yeah.
and I and
to an extent. Right?
And you got to have good coaching that can set up a type of game plan. No different than other sports. We're playing
And that's one thing. Like when people see somebody that fills in and who's probably a lot more dominant, but then they end up losing or whatever, and it's like, well, why did they lose? Like, how the fuck did they lose? And it's like, well, they didn't have a camp on this specific person.
Yeah.
Like sometimes that does play a role, right?
100%.
The
Yeah,
whole
fuck yeah.
game.
Yeah, for sure.
Game plan.
For sure. Yeah. The visual perception changes.
Like baseball, you're not gonna pitch to certain people. You're gonna fucking just.
And that's the point I was going to bring up. No different. Like, let me get one of these. Yeah.
well, I don't want to get away from this because I said, do you think you get some of the rejects that didn't succeed in other sports, like in football, basketball, baseball? Well, Peter kind of threw me off because you started talking.
No,
about
so you're talking about guys that
because
come in
right
trying
now,
to
because
continue the
you were
Warriors'
trying
dream?
to like right now you're like it would be cool if it was in the Olympics. It would be great that this was in high school, so other kids could get involved at a very young age. Just the same way, like my dad, I started t-ball when I was 3 years old. You know.
Your dad was a legend, by the way.
Yeah, I know he's the best.
You know, my dad was a Gold Glove.
No shit.
Yeah.
I always had mad respect for your dad. I like being around your dad.
He
was
fought
cool.
Coach Easy.
What?
He always tells us this. Do you know Coach
The
Easy?
Coach Easy?
Yeah.
Coach Easy. My dad fought Coach Easy for the Gold.
No.
Royal. You heard him?
No, dude.
Yeah.
But my dad tells us the
Hey,
story all the
Royal
time.
whoop your ass.
And I'm saying, but that's what we're saying is like my dad.
No, that
If you play, we go to the Gold Gloves with
if
him.
you played with the Sun Devils and the Mustangs,
You knew Coach
everybody
Easy.
knew Coach Easy. Everyone knew that.
But I didn't know he was a Gold Gloves either.
I didn't know that until now. That's fucking amazing. That's awesome, man. And Coach Easy, I mean, the way I got love for your dad and the way when you said his name is the same way when I hear, and that's why I'm like, hey, because Coach Easy to us as kids, we need to put power in you. We need to get you in the weight room at his house. Like he went out of his fucking way to take care of so many kids, man. Like
His grandkids.
He was like,
they're
he was like
studs.
Booby Miles' uncle, right?
Yeah, nah, fuck no. Come, man, I'd go over there and fucking hit you in your dick. No, he was nothing like him. Nothing at all. Not only did he pumped all the kids up, but he put in work for the kids.
No, I know. I'm giving an example.
That's a shitty example.
Okay, that was a shitty example.
Horrible. If there's a good example here and there's a shitty example over here.
You should have said like Coach Bombay
I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Like, hey, Matt,
from the
your
Mighty
balls
Ducks
too,
or
man. Stop.
something.
You can see my balls.
Yeah, from here, man. Good for you. No, but seriously, it's not like Booby Miles' uncle, man. No, Coach Easy gave a fuck about the kids. Booby Miles' uncle gave a fuck about him. That's it.
And he
Mic
can
drop.
throw.
And he can pass. Is what they call it.
Oh, he can pass.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, but no, man. Hey, that's cool. I didn't know that about your dad. I didn't know that about Coach Easy, man. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That is fucking cool. 2 OGs, 2 legends. Fucking, that's what's up, man. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you. You guys brought in my
I'm name dropping.
Name dropping.
Yeah, you about
I'm
to
name
get
dropping
someone's
my
ass
dad.
whooped for real now. I'm kidding, man. But good for you, cause shit, man.
Close your legs at least.
I know. Even more now. He's doing this. Like, look at the tennis ball. Look at the tennis ball.
I got the compliment. I'm just gonna shut off.
Hey, man.
These guys are wild.
Hey, but you never told us who you would train. Who would you train?
Yeah. Out of us
Oh,
four.
well, see, yeah. So who would I? Man, it's hard because I would train all of you. You guys would be so good at.
No,
something
you can
fucking
only have
different.
one.
I don't like hypothetical situations. It's hypothetical
only
for a
have
reason.
one.
Okay, like if you got a call and it's like, hey, I need someone to serve up to someone. Who would I serve up?
Yeah.
You have these 4.
Can I
Who
have
would
2 of you?
No, just one.
Dang.
Fuck. That's like that's like if
pick
Yano
2
was
of us,
hanging on the
Mando.
cliff
Pick
and
2
Dyer
of
was
us.
hanging
Just
up.
so the
All
other
right, pick 2. Just
I'd
pick
knock
2,
them both
so they could
out.
fight to see who goes.
There you go.
Who makes the cut?
I'm gonna have to go with the elders as a group, man. Hey, sorry, man. Hey, Pat, take care of that baby. I'm gonna go with my elders
Elders?
as a group, man.
The elders. We're the old farts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the elders, man. 'Cause, it's just I don't know, man. That you guys are calm. You guys are calm killers. I see.
Calm killers.
It's the quiet ones you gotta be careful with.
Abel see me. get
Bro,
into
This
the
guy's borracho over here.
Hey,
He
but it
gets
don't matter,
wild,
man.
man.
You're missing the point. What I'm saying is, if when the zombies start coming out, bro, you better fucking. I'm gonna want these 2 with me because we have to do some weird shit.
Got a lot of meat.
Got a lot of meat.
We have to do some weird shit.
Put a body on him.
We had one of your disciples here
Whoa.
about a year ago, right?
Yeah, it's already
Who's that? What?
James Pleasant.
Oh man, James Pleasant, so pleasant. Pleasant yoga.
Pleasant yoga.
Yeah, he was a trip, man.
Dude, James is awesome.
He was a
James is
funny
fucking
guy.
awesome. Like, you want to talk about a fucking human being? That's a fucking human being right there.
Really?
That's a fucking specimen of a human being, man.
How talented is James?
Extremely.
Yeah.
Extremely on any fucking level. Like, what do you want to talk to him about? He'll fucking.
What level
Yeah.
do you want?
Where do you want to go,
about?
man? Yeah, James is he's yeah.
We tried to give him a nickname, but it didn't.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he didn't like our
fan of
nickname.
Yeah, we had a few nicknames for him because we asked him and he was like, "No, I just wanted to be known
Well,
as James Pleasant."
What
And
was
then
your
we're-
nickname?
Let's hear it.
No nickname.
Nah, hell no. I had no.
You didn't have a
Like,
nickname?
nobody baptized you. Nobody
yeah,
baptized?
but no, I looked at them like Mando.
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 Mando. That's it. Nah,
Do you ever baptize any of your students? Like
I like Cabezon.
Cabezon.
Coach
Hey,
Manny
that-
Frias
that's
since
Coach
I was
Man- that's Coach
yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Cabezon. Yeah, man, I love that shit.
Yeah,
Every time
he-
he called me Cabezon, I felt proud.
You know, we've been trying to get him on the show. Like we've been talking about it because he's someone that's influenced a
Oh,
lot
bro,
of kids.
all of us.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
All of
You,
us in
you
this
talk
room.
you talk about a guy that has invested in the El Paso community
that's it.
His whole
and
life.
like actually like
and follow
spent
through.
thousands of
follow
dollars.
That's it. That's the man.
That's Coach
That's
Manny.
the
Dude,
man.
I
That's the man.
remember-
Coach Manny and his wife.
Yeah.
Both,
yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Frias, man. Let me tell you, because it takes 2, and I seen it as a little fucking kid. I seen it. I saw them both work
I remember
in collaboration.
he used to pull up in his truck, his work truck.
Yeah. The
At
red one.
Sandoval.
The red one. Yeah.
Well, he had like a brown one, the red one.
To me, it
whatever
was the red one with,
and it was
all
like,
the dummies in the back hanging
he'd
out.
like whistle, and freaking every kid would just jump out of their house and jump
Bro.
into the truck. Hey, we're going to football practice. He'd pay for their pads, all that shit.
Bro. Yeah.
But it was like, it was crazy.
No,
And
that man's a fucking. There's a fucking other. legend.
you talk about having a good partner with Coach Manny, Claudia, obviously. Your wife, how well has she been to you? I mean,
fuck,
she
man, there it
follows you
is.
through with your dream, your capabilities, everything that you've done.
Yeah. There's no. I mean, fuck.
I mean, I follow you.
couldn't-
I get to see all that
Yeah,
stuff.
no, for sure. I mean, I couldn't function without her, man. Plain and simple. I chose to be a family man at a very young age, and I mean very young. When other kids were like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a cop. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be that," I'm like, I just want to have a cool family. Like, I'm talking about 12, 13 years old. Like, I knew I wanted to have a family, and so I wanted to do things different. Before, I used to say I'm gonna do everything the exact fucking opposite that my family did, but now I say I just want it to be a little different because I'm very proud of my family. I'm very proud of where we came from, and yeah, man. I mean, if I do 50% of something, she's doing the other half. And to be honest, I'm doing 40, she's doing 60 probably, to be honest. Yeah, she's a fucking beast. But that's crazy you say that, because seeing Coach Manny, seeing Mr. and Mrs. Frias go at it, and then later seeing Sensei Mendoza, and then also Sensei Mendoza, Mrs. Mendoza, seeing them, I was just like, all right, cool, this is the way it's supposed to be. Or maybe this is the way I want it to be. I need it to be. And that's what we created, man. Yeah, so it's cool. Thank you for bringing her up, man. Yeah, this doesn't exist without her.
Very nice.
Cassandra.
Yeah, man.
I actually wanted to ask you.
Marie,
A question.
hey, I love you.
Oh, there it is.
Look me in the eyes right now.
Oh, damn. Never mind. I don't want to.
I know that you gotta follow that, Pat. Go.
That was crazy. No, well, it's because I've looked up to Mando my entire life pretty much, and he's been.
Cry.
No, well, you've been there ever since I was a little kid. Me and Jay always fucking stayed at your house 24/7 with you and Sass. I have a baby girl
Stupid
now.
ass broke his leg.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was not funny. It was terrible.
No.
It was the worst.
Oh,
Look, we're laughing about it now. It was
Oh
kind of
yeah,
funny.
it was.
Pat broke his leg?
Oh,
Dude, I almost had to get my leg chopped off. It was
Oh,
crazy.
shit. Alex Smith style?
For the record, I did not know that. It wasn't funny at all.
Yeah, it was crazy. No, but I wanted to say I'm having a baby girl, and I just wanted to ask you, like, I need advice because, like, I'm scared.
What about?
Take her to the dojo.
No,
Dude, yeah.
No, well, I know I'm planning on doing that, but I know how you raise Yana and Daya. Like,
Yeah. Don't raise them like girls. Don't raise them like boys. Just fucking raise them. Take their advice. Learn from them. You have just as much to learn from them that they do from you. They are not yours. I know that sounds weird. Like, what you fucking mean? They're not yours. They're their own little human, man.
Yeah,
They're their own little human. Oh, but their brain isn't developed. No, their brain is as fully developed as it needs to be for that age.
Yeah.
They're their own little person. It's a balancing of roles, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, yeah. I mean, fuck, they didn't ask to be born. That's for damn sure.
Yes, sir.
So it's hard, man. But if you're constantly asking yourself, I hope I'm doing the right fucking thing, then you're probably doing the fucking perfect thing.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, so keep going.
There you go, Pat.
Oh man, I kind of want to hug you.
Damn,
Right
see, I couldn't give that advice. I would have just been like, you put them in the room,
Give him
now. No, yeah, you can do that too.
you
and
give
then
them a tray of food every 3 hours, and
Slide it under the door. Fucking bang when you're ready.
Just give him a
like
tablet. you're good.
Rapunzel, like keep them there till they're 18, and
That's cool. Hey, it works too, though.
that's what I would have said.
Hey, look, man, a little trauma goes a long way. Like, shit.
Hey, so Mando, you have both of your girls there at the gym with you. How great is it to have
Dojo.
or dojo
Get 'em,
slash gym, right? Because you guys have a gym as well, right?
It's a dojo.
Yeah, they don't go to the gym. They go to the
Okay.
dojo.
I'm just
Damn.
It's a dojo with the gym, not a gym and a dojo.
A dojo.
Hey, that's kind of cool. Dojo. You want to go to the dojo? Let's go.
Dojo.
Gymdo sounds better. Gymdo.
Gymdo. Yeah.
Jimdo. Sounds Korean.
Dojang. That's how they said it.
It sounds
Taekwondo.
Gaishin.
Gaishin.
Dojang.
Doshin.
Just go with Jimdo.
Oh, they do. Doshin. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dojang.
Peter. Hey, Peter, what up? There it is, right?
Doji.
Yeah, Doshin.
Dojang.
Dang.
Cool.
Hey.
So it sounds like you love what you do right now, coaching all the kids that you're around. You're like just teaching them. Basically, you're teaching them. But how great is it to have your girls there as well?
True.
Because like
bro.
it kind of reminds me of my dad because
Are you harder on them?
he was my coach.
Are you
growing
harder
up.
on them?
I am just as hard on them. Like, I treat all the kids the same. And I think that's what that's why they're all there.
My dad didn't.
I will not, like, I won't treat them any different than, I mean, someone could be like, you're lying.
What are you
I'm like,
talking about?
Maybe.
Dad treated us worse than.
Nah, he treated us the same.
Dad hit us a lot with a baseball.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
No. But I
Dad
get
would throw a baseball at us.
No,
more
no,
than
no.
the
But
other kids.
I get what Mando is saying because, like, for example, I bring up this example. I played basketball. My dad was the basketball coach, and I wasn't the starter. You know,
Good.
I wasn't the
That's what's up.
starter. I was the guy
'cause
on.
you suck.
I was the guy on the bench. But
That's
that's
why your
what.
dad was a legend, man.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't because you've seen it all around town that
Yeah.
their dad's the coach, they're the starting
for
quarterback,
sure.
they're the
Oh, yeah.
and
Just the way boys baseball used to beat the piss out of what was that other one? The Franks?
Frank Manny.
Just kidding, guys.
Frank Manny. They did.
I know we did.
Frank Manny was the
Yeah.
money. My dad's the coach.
I'm just saying we used to stomp on them. And then wonder why are they playing him? beat them since they were kids. But whatever, it's cool. Money.
No, but so having your girls there while you're coaching others, it's got to be a great feeling. But how different is it for them?
Well, so yeah, because the expectations are very high for all of them, and I mean all of them. You see a kid on that screen, you see an adult on the screen. Now, personally, I'm not gonna lie. I care about the kiddos much more than I do about the adults. If we didn't have any adults to teach, I honestly wouldn't care. Just my MMA guys. No, I would care. Sorry, you know what I mean. But we hold all those kiddos to the same expectation on and off the mats. Sorry, I know it's like where you're looking at. I'm looking at the.
Yeah, I got the picture pulled up here.
But at the same time, one thing that my wife and I are very aware of is. We know not to push them to where they fucking hate it. And so at some point, David, I'm going to be taking them over to Sensei David's. They will go to do Taekwondo, in my perfect world, twice a week. And then with Coach Carlos Pacheco over at EKA, Elite Kickboxing Academy, I would love for them to go over there and learn kickboxing with him twice a week.
Wow.
As well as guitar, as well as a third language, as well. I want them to train with different coaches, and they do. Yeah. I think that's one thing that does really set us apart there at what we do.
They're open-minded.
We're very open-minded, man. In the sense that, if we have kiddos that are coming up, we have one little girl here in town, man. We have, I recently started calling her the Queen, right? Her dad hashtagged, the Queen is here, and I'm like, yeah, she sure is, man. She's a beast. I mean, national champion, and now she's training over at 10th Planet, which is good. She needs to get that extra work, that other work that we can't provide her, and so. Yeah. When you talk about community, we've done the work to where it's cool for our kiddos to go around to the different schools and train and get the work that they're not. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yeah,
No.
Keep on.
But yeah, no, I love that they're there, but I'm not watching them all the time.
Yeah.
What would you do if one of your girls was like, you know what, Dad, I don't want to do this anymore?
They have no choice.
They have no choice.
No.
Because
but that's something
you yourself said they're not yours. They're their own.
Right.
They're their own people, right? So if one of your girls,
we kind of, that's the balance that we play, the different roles, and that's something that brings me back to, all right, settle your shit down, Mando. So as a dad, as a person, as
Mm-hmm.
But if they said that, there's a few things that they have no choice. They will get some form of higher education.
You're still the parent.
What's that?
You're still the parent. You still have a say.
Oh, I thought you said I just killed a parent.
No.
I got to, but no.
No. You're still the parent.
You gotta put your foot
down.
Exactly. I'm very open to the different roles, but if at an older age, if they sat me down and legitly said, I do not want to do this anymore, at some point I'm gonna have to bite that fucking bullet. But as of right now, they have no choice in learning a third language. They have no choice in a musical instrument. They have no choice in martial arts. They will be at the dojo, because that is our culture. That's something we're passing down to the family.
Yeah.
Not only that, but we plan on leaving this business open for them for generations to fucking come. And I mean, we have some amazing people, some amazing relationships, and so right now that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Cool. I had a question. I hate to go to the COVID talk, but I know you guys being the coronavirus.
Oh, okay. I'm kidding, El Paso. I'm kidding.
I just know, being a local business owner, what are the difficulties that you've had, with this pandemic? And
so my mentality is this: whether I'm teaching outside your house right now, whether I'm teaching in that tiny ass space right there, whether I'm teaching in a fucking 15,000 square foot facility, or if I'm teaching at my house, it doesn't matter. It's not going to stop. So when this whole thing went down, nothing changed. Aside from me having to filter out people doing this, the mission, it never changed. It was going to happen regardless. And I told everyone, look, if we have to close down, we close down. It's not like we haven't closed down before. I have failed, but every time we kept at it. Mm-hmm. And so when people give up after 2 years, after 3 years, 5 years, man, Sass and I, we've been in this game. She was 20... I was 22, 23, 24, 23, 24. She was 21, 22 when we opened up our first school.
Sub-grappling district?
Yeah, right there in the fucking town and country, man, where we were born and raised. And, and years later, here we are. I was 23, 24. I'm 38, about to be 39. And so I'm not scared of losing anything superficial, man. I mean, that being said, I do question whether we're part of this problem or part of the solution. And that's something that goes through my head like quite a bit, because we have our own little world. I mean, we're doing everything that you're not supposed to do, in the sense that close contact and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, man, when it comes to the kiddos, I don't give a fuck. If these kiddos if their mind is right, if they're physically right, if they're spiritually is right, for me, that justifies anything.
Are you guys taking precautions?
Oh, absolutely. Of course, man.
But
look at our mats. We can't hide nothing. We can't hide nothing. You can't have a place like ours.
I mean,
and
after
not
we
be
would
clean
train
and not have as many people there.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
What would you say to the other side that says, yeah, you're all about the kiddos, and that's great. That's great that you have them doing something that it's an outlet for them, for sure, right? But they go home to their parents, their grandparents, and they may be putting them at risk.
Well, so look, this is the way I put it to people. I say, okay, let me go talk to my elders. Let me see what they say, Mom. And I legitimately did this because I had to do it. I like to investigate. I like to, kind of think before
Different
I speak.
perspective.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah, exactly. I said, Mom, so if you get coronavirus, Mom, and this, and you die and shit, no, mijo, pues, I've lived my life. You got to do what you got to do. And that's the way I went with it. I asked my elders, and are we taking precautions? Of course. Do I respect elders? Of course. We know how it affects kids, right?
Do we? I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know lots of kids. I know lots of kids that got it, and they're good.
No. I don't know.
Right,
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
We have a decent understanding.
Do we know how it affects kids?
Well, we have a decent understanding, and we know it's not affecting kids as much as it is a certain population. Okay. That certain population, and again, this may be like, may piss people off, and it is what it is. This is me. That older population that, look, if you're going through McDonald's drive-thru, if you're not taking care of yourself physically, and then you're over here trying to do this, like, that's not my issue. It's not. If you're prone to this, and you're in that older population, all right, cool. Like, you've lived your life. I'm not going to take life from kids because this older population is scared that they're going to let them have their turn at life. That's the way I see it, and that's the way it is for me.
What would you say about, some of the healthcare workers that have no say in this, and yet they have to put themselves at risk?
Man, you got to talk to the healthcare workers that go to the dojo and put themselves at risk day in, day out, but still come to the dojo for themselves and still come to the dojo with their kids. This is the outlet. You want to talk about suicide rates? You want to talk about mental health?
No. And that's why I'm asking those questions, because there has been, we could talk about the media, we could talk about stories that we hear, but there is a lot of gripe from those healthcare workers that are saying, man, like, shit, man, we understand that people are trying to make a living. We understand that people need to get out. We understand that people still want to go about their lives.
I mean, do they really understand?
But at the same time, we're here trying to take care of those individuals that maybe some aren't taking it, because you guys say you take all the precautions, but then there's a lot of people that don't take as many precautions, and then they end up in the emergency room because they decided not to take care of themselves. They were the ones, those individuals that you talk about that went through the drive-through and stuff like that. Like, they don't take care of themselves to begin with.
And I don't mean just drive-through. So, I mean, that's at the most.
No. But what I'm saying is, what would you say to those healthcare workers that say, like, hey, man, just cut us a little slack, help us out here, because we're seeing the numbers rise up. We're seeing hospital admissions, ICU, everything starting to rise. People are passing away. We're putting ourselves at risk. Not everyone goes to a dojo, right? Not all healthcare workers go to the dojo 100%. And have that outlet, that release. Yeah. So what would you say?
At that point, I would start to ask questions. What would you like for me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you need me to do? Look, we got this blood drive coming up next weekend on Friday, and you have to sign up for the blood drive. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm just going to show up. No, you have to sign up because it's a scheduled blood drive. So we call the dude from the blood place, and he's like, all right, you want to do it? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. We have a lot of healthcare workers that they're telling us, like, they're short on blood. Mm-hmm. And so naturally, we want to do something to help. Mm-hmm. So he's like, well, I mean, good luck. If you can get 3-4 people right now, people are not donating blood. They're scared. right? We're just not. We're cautious. We're aware. But we're not scared. We're not scared. We're not going to be fearful, and I'm not going to push that on my kids. They're not going to know fear. Feel me? That being said, he almost dared us to see if you could sign up 10. Bro, within that first 2 weeks, we already have 50 people.
Yeah.
And that's like, he's like, that's a fucking unheard of. Because he wasn't giving my wife a mobile unit. I'm like, no, you don't understand our community. We're not
like,
about the money. We're not about this business. That's a byproduct of what the fucking goal is. And so, so next Friday, on the 11th, we have a blood drive, and it's through scheduling. We have over 50 people scheduled. Oh, wow. And we know our people. I know in the last 2 days, everyone's going to be on there trying to fucking sign up because we like to procrastinate because we're El Paso. And it's not that we're late to shit. It's that we like to work well under fucking pressure.
Yeah. Damn, I've never heard that.
Yes.
Right, man. I can justify everything.
That should be the motto of this podcast.
But no, and that's what I say to those healthcare workers. This is what we're doing. What else do you need us to do? I will try to match
you're
you.
open to it.
I'm open to meeting people in the middle, 100%.
Yeah, because I follow Jennifer Hahn on Instagram. And
I'm kidding. So I was supposed to get inducted with her into the Martial Arts Hall of Fame. Let me get this shit clear real quick.
Okay.
So I was the first person they asked to be inducted into the Mixed Martial Arts Hall of Fame. I didn't deserve that spot. I didn't earn it. I said George Naked Man Ortiz needed to be that person, or Hugo Sida needed to be that person.
Naked Man.
And so, and sometimes I'm like, damn, the person that got inducted in our place, I was like, okay, that's cool. But they got inducted that same night. I want to say it was with David Rodriguez and with Jennifer Hahn. And so that would have been a fucking honor. I just want to say that.
So I'm asking this question because Jennifer Hahn on Instagram as well as Facebook, when the county judge was putting in these orders to close down certain businesses, non-essential businesses, she put on Instagram, when the the state general, attorney general, whatever the fuck, he said like, oh, the county judge has no authority to do such a thing, whatever. So it was almost like, I wouldn't say it was a taunt, but she would kind of screenshot what the attorney general said.
Right.
And she would say, we're open for business. You guys come on in. Right. And there were a lot of people that were giving her a lot of hate, saying, come on, do your part, help us out, blah, 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 while the numbers are rising and shit like that. If they said, you guys need to close down for 2 weeks, give us some help or whatever, would you guys be closing down for 2 weeks? Or would you be like, well, how is it gonna, what's the point? What's the point of closing down for 2 weeks when there's other non-essential business, or there's essential businesses that are open?
At that point, I would do this. I would go around to certain businesses and I would say, hey, look, they're asking us to do this. Are you willing, if we all did this collectively at the same fucking time, just like everyone tries to get everyone to vote at the same time, right? So if we could all do this at the same time for this period, but after this, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, after this, I mean, we're gonna do our part, not just us as the individual group, but I think there's certain groups that have a little bit of influence, and understand this togetherness. If we went around and got all these businesses and said, look, they need us to shut down for 2 weeks. We're going to shut down are you guys down? Will you do it? Can we do it together? And then after that, I mean, it's got to be game back on, because this is our fucking life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, and not just our life. This is our kids' fucking life.
You guys have a business. Has anybody ever come to you from the city or from the state and said, like, grabbed other businesses, kind of like what you're talking about? Has anybody ever come to you all and say, like, we need some help? Like, is it the El Paso Chamber of Commerce, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, that have kind of tried to, point you in that direction? No one has come to you?
No, I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
No, I'm not aware.
I mean, because that makes sense. You guys are business owners, right?
Right.
And no one has come to you during this pandemic and said, ask for any kind of advice from you all, or
no,
kind of.
No. And that was part of the problem I had with the judge's orders, was he wanted to shut everything down. And I understand the philosophy, whatever you want to call it, behind the idea of shutting down, but he didn't provide any solutions. He was just like, just shut down. You got to shut down for 2 weeks. There's a curfew. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I kind of like what Mando had said, we're willing to do our part, but there was no compromise on his part.
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't appreciate. It's not that, at least for me personally, that, okay, well, if it would help everybody, it would help El Paso if you shut down.
You weren't being defiant.
No, but it's like, what do you want us to do? Like, you're not going to pay our rent, you know, you're not going to pay, you know, all the things that we need to take care of as a business.
Like in that sense, okay, don't charge us rent. That don't charge rent. Don't charge.
For sure. But at that point, you're going up the ladder. And then the owner, who's going to, and then that person.
Yeah.
But it is also frustrating because you see these people that are gathering at Red Sands or family parties or whatever, and your business is closed.
Or like
nobody's taking it.
festivals and and that's not on us. That's not our local.
And see, I wanted to ask you this because you guys would be considered non-essential. Let's just say, right?
I see that. That's the thing.
Well, I don't want to label it. I'm just
no. But
I'm going to give you.
Where's the committee? Where's the council? Where's the commission that voted on what is and what isn't non-essential?
I understand that. I understand that.
I know,
But I'm saying you guys would be considered non-essential. But how frustrating is it when you guys, as a business, are labeled non-essential, yet there's, you know, Walmarts and Targets that are allowing people, Costco, Sam's, and you go and it's a fucking shit show. Guys are shoulder to shoulder, they're fucking breathing on each other, and
man,
you're like,
good for them.
No, but I'm saying, how frustrating is it being a business owner and you're ultimately getting you're being asked to shut down or whatever, and then you see these essential businesses just kind of have a free-for-all and they're not taking any precautions whatsoever.
I legitimately mean good for them. Like, good for them. Whoever has built that fucking thing up so fucking up the ladder that they're able to do that, good for them. Like, legitimately, good for you. You're there. Like, good for you. I'm not going to get frustrated over something I cannot control. Mm-hmm. That would just be stupid of me. I need to focus on what I can control based on my understanding. Yeah. And that's me, and that is the thing that we've built there. That's it. So when people are like, yeah, bro, fucking Walmart, this is this, I'm like, yeah, I get it. But I'm not going to get fucking bent over the fucking thing because I don't have time for that shit. Okay. That ain't got shit to do with me. And again, good for them. Like, good for Amazon. Good for fucking Walmart. Good for all those big businesses that are open and thriving, and good for fucking wipes. Good for Clorox wipes, man. Good for fucking you.
Or hand sanitizer.
Good for hand sanitizers, man. Where's that tequila we used to fucking take in Juarez? Because that's all that shit was. God damn.
It's kind of that.
Does that make sense though?
Yeah, no. I get it. But it's because I don't want to make an assumption, but it seems like you guys are pretty secure. I'm just making an assumption. Mm-hmm. But if I was a hairdresser and I'm barely making ends meet and, you know, I'm being asked to close and I see these businesses, I would be frustrated. I would be pissed. I would probably been like that woman in Texas that said, I'm going to fucking open up regardless because I need to pay my bills. Right. You know, and that's where I was trying to get at it. Because this is actually the first time, well, we've had another business owner in the show, but this is the first time we have multiple business owners here in the show. And I wanted to ask that question because we tend to talk about this pandemic, COVID, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. We tend to.
My colleagues can I gotta take this call.
Yeah, go for it, man.
David, Jersey, excuse me, man.
But we tend to only ask, one side, but this is the first time, like I said, we have business owners and we want to hear if there's ever been frustration on your guys' end.
I mean, yeah, there's bound to be frustrations with how, fortunately we have a really good group of people that, attend our dojo and they supported us through, especially when the first shutdown happened, I think in March. So we're pretty fortunate to have great people, and that's what makes our dojo great. It's not, realistically, it's not Mando or myself or any. It's the members, it's the people that show up every day and help us out. But I can definitely sympathize and empathize with somebody that that is their living. That's how they make money, and they're told to shut down. It's like, well, I can't make money, and I'm gonna have to. I mean, I've heard countless of, not just here, obviously in El Paso, but other places. Big time, even in the martial arts field, big time jiu-jitsu schools with big time jiu-jitsu instructors that are very well known that had to shut their school down. Wow. And so, but that's how they make a living. That's their deal. And so I can understand the frustration. Obviously I was frustrated, during especially the initial shut down in March, obviously it was very frustrating. And then obviously hearing that we couldn't, a 2-week shutdown was coming, and the curfew, all that stuff. Yeah, it's frustrating at some level. But I think for us, we're doing okay with all things considered. But I do absolutely empathize with the other small business owners that can't pay their bills and have to shut down, and now they got to find something else to do with their lives. And they always talk about small businesses are the life of the American economy. Obviously, the big box retailers and stuff, they're important as well. But America thrives off of people like us that have small businesses, and so it's troubling. Obviously, and somewhat to Mando's point, I think, is this idea of like, what do you want me to do about it? I can't control that, and you can't save everybody regardless of the situation. You can't save everybody, but I think it is important that politicians, whoever is making these decisions, take a good hard look at how is this really affecting individuals, their families, and the judge, I'm sure, is still getting his paycheck, so there's no skin off his back if a hairdressing salon closes down. Well, I don't think that's the right way to look at it, because I'm still getting paid, so it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to do what's best for everybody else, but you're not doing what's best for everybody else. You're doing what's best for certain people, and then naturally other people are going to suffer. That's just the way it works. If you try to please a certain group of people, somebody else is going to suffer.
There's always a pro and a con.
Yeah, there's always a give and take, and there's always going to be consequences to your actions, whatever they are. You just can't. It's just impossible. It's impossible to please everybody, to make this economy and this world great for every single person. It's just not possible, in my opinion. So,
do you guys feel that we live in a time of it is what it is? This is going to go down in history. There's not much controlling it. It is what it is. Just like how back in the day we had certain wars, we had certain depressions, recessions. We've had different viruses back in the day, pandemics and stuff. We're just living through history right now. That's all it is.
It's the new norm.
Yeah.
It's always going to be like this now. We're probably going to be wearing masks for
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, wearing masks isn't anything new. It's new for America.
Right.
It's not necessarily new for other cultures.
Yeah, like I think in Asia, a lot, whenever somebody got sick, they'd wear a mask.
But I
as
think
courtesy towards everyone else.
And I think that's the biggest, for me anyway, that's the biggest difference between some of the different countries around the world and America. I love America, but it's one of those things that we always have the. Hey,
gotta say that.
I'm also Canadian and American, so I have both. But anyway, that's part of the American culture is you can't tell me what to do.
It's our first Canadian on the show, I think.
No,
Second
We
Canadian.
have another Canadian?
Yeah. Tom Herman, man.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
Yeah, and we're both from the same province, just so you
Really?
know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're from the same province.
So you
but-
know Tom Herman?
Yeah, I've met him a few times. We've had mutual friends in the past.
Could you take him?
I don't know. Hockey players are tough. So.
Bro, he'll hit him with the hockey stick in the shins.
Hey, Mando. So, Abel used to always say that you had like the craziest kick. Like your kick could fucking take someone down.
It was cool.
So I was thinking you should kick Abel.
It was rough.
Oh,
Just give it like this.
yeah.
Straight
You
leg
get
kick.
your head.
What?
Dude, we're not even insured. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Not even what?
we're not insured.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Half speed.
Medicare.
You got house insurance? Yeah, we're good.
Obamacare.
Oh, fuck.
Who would
As long
take
as
a
you're
kick
within
from
the-
Mondo? Would any of you guys?
Fuck no.
Pat, man.
Bro, you know what? I don't even know what you got to worry about. This one and this one are the
Really?
ones you got to worry about kicks from.
no
kicks?
No kicks from nobody.
Like kick to the thigh, like the meaty area.
I'd like to punch someone's gut. Let me punch you in the
No,
gut.
in the
No,
gut.
what the hell? Why?
I gotta take a piss right now.
Why are you?
Punch you in the gut.
Why am I?
You're the fighter of the group.
No.
You're the one we chose.
No.
You're the chosen one. You're the chosen one.
You chose
the chosen
Peter.
one,
You chose Peter. Shit, man. You said Peter lived a good life. Nah.
You know how Mando was saying that we should go for like a lesson? I'm afraid to walk in. He's gonna be like, "Oh, we're gonna bring him down a notch today."
How about if we, what about like how would you see me if I was to walk into your gym and say, you know what, like I want to be coach, like
Dojo.
you or shit, man, your dojo. Sorry.
Hey, no, but look.
What? All right, so like I go into your dojo and I say like I want to be taught the right way, and you know who I am.
Oh, I got a better
And-
idea.
You know who I am, but are you gonna have any like prior thoughts of me?
No,
Like,
of
no, I'm gonna
course-
punk
no,
this kid. I'm gonna show him what's
fuck
up.
no.
Or are you gonna show me the right
Yeah,
way?
no, of course. I want you to come back.
Yeah, okay.
I want your life to be better. I want the quality of your life to fucking increase.
But there's
So
not
you say your
there's not a
life
part
sucks
of
right
you where I'm like,
now the second week, at that point, I might kick in the nuts. Like,
You get a 1 week
but then
pass.
at that point, you're gonna look at me and be like, "Yeah, I love you too. I love you, motherfucker."
Hey, all right. What if we do something? You give each and every one of us a trainer, and we hold our own little tournament, like jujitsu tournament.
Yeah.
Because I think the smallest person could take out the biggest person. You know, it's based on.
Can I
who-
answer this on the show?
go for it, man.
Babe, you're getting me in trouble right now. Live.
You could be on
Hey,
YouTube.
call Steve-O, please. Are you good? Yes, call Steve-O real quick. He knows, he has the answers to life. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. Okay, bye. That's my girl, man. I love her.
It's a great relationship.
I like her more than I love her.
Why do you
That's
say
important.
no to that, Abel?
No, to me that's
What?
more than.
To
Yeah,
what I
that's
proposed.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I
should
feel
do it.
about.
Do you believe like a certain trainer is matched with a certain person?
Bro, so that's the beauty of what we do. And that's why I tell parents, bring them. They will gravitate
To
to
someone.
one or the other personalities. That's just the way it is.
I'm down for that. What do you say?
Dude, I'm fucking down.
Yeah, I'm down. Fuck it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
See, one of us.
Look, the only one not down. The only one
The defined one.
fighter, the one that was God, the one with the damn.
All right. The three of you right now, if you had to train, who would you guys choose to train?
Can I take two? I still want to take the elders, man. Watch, listen. Yeah. Okay, so man, whatever. You guys pick first. I'm not gonna be put in this predicament because then.
Fine, I'll take the vet since I'm a vet.
Hey, that's what's up. That's
There
what's
you
up.
go.
Yeah, can I-
Brothers in arms, you know what I mean? Gotta represent.
I like my
All right.
trainer already.
So look, I'm gonna take them two just because we're going down the line. So look.
No, I wanted
Patty Wagon
the
and
golfer,
Gordo.
man.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, man.
Nobody wanted Abel.
Yeah, nobody wants me.
No,
What the
because we're
fuck?
going down the line.
Hey, man.
He's got big nuts.
Hey, no, and I promise you, these are the personalities. That's the personality. That's the personality. Like, yep.
Damn. So I don't get no trainer. Shit.
I'll train you.
No,
There you go.
did you not understand? Look, they're there. I got them two, right?
Well, he wanted the golfer though.
What's that?
He wanted the golfer.
No.
No, no.
Mondo's all making the decision.
You can't go.
Vito.
Look, we're going like this, right? You can't break the fucking thing, man. So, hey, what is it about that? You don't want him as your coach? He's one of
I
the
didn't
best
say
in
that.
the fucking world.
I didn't say that.
He's Korean, Canadian, American, and
I
Mexican.
just,
He covers half the world.
dude. He's got all 7 continents.
Yo,
I do. I actually do.
yes,
Technically.
he does.
Wow. See.
Well, not
you go.
Antarctica.
Yeah. Eskimo. Yeah.
He's part penguin.
I live in an igloo. That is true.
See, I thought you were gonna put me with him because of our eyes. I thought
I mean,
when you said the vet, I was like, oh man.
it's probably what 5-6 times a week where the eyes come into play with you.
Nah, I
I mean,
Yeah, they do, man.
it's just. I mean, now it's even his daughters like. And I love this to kids, obviously, and it doesn't bother me at all. But it's just, David, open your eyes. Oh wait, they are open. Like, so,
I get
it's funny.
That is
It's funny.
so true.
It is.
Did they?
I know.
Did they ever
That's
ask?
the family aspect.
Did they? Did they
That's
ever
our
ask the
culture.
cut man like, "Hey, you need to work on him or something"?
I know, right? Hey, can you just like,
Kulos. Kulos.
oh, you're fucked up, man. Hey,
Yeah, I'll take the Samoan Asian over there.
There we go. We stick together.
Screw
nah,
all
man,
y'all.
Samoa, like,
You know.
I get that all the time. Open your eyes, like motherfucker. Stare right at you, bro.
what you mean? Wait till we're in a windstorm. Then we'll see. Then we'll see what's what. A windstorm. God damn.
We'll make it happen.
Well, that's the evolution
We'll make it
of
happen.
guys.
Yeah, we gotta do something like that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but don't say we're gonna do it and then not do it.
No,
we'll
I'm
do-
down.
we'll-
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're looking at Abel.
He's the one with the most
Yeah.
free time on his hands.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Shit, we'll do it right now.
No
shit. Oh shit.
All right. We don't have mats
You
here.
have to have a live MMA match on
I still want to see Mando
For
kick you.
martial artists,
I don't. Dude, why do you want to get? Dude, I don't want to get kicked. You'll hear
He's getting
it.
nervous over there.
I know. I am getting nervous.
He's getting
Like,
cornered. He's getting cornered.
Sweaty palms.
Yeah.
Palms and sweaty and spaghetti. What they say about the mom and the that one?
Mom spaghetti.
Hey, man. Hey, let's wrap your hands.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, you need to feel. I'm telling you, Coach, you down?
I'm down.
Wrap my hands and then I'll drive home and start hitting the bag. I'll send
No,
you the
no.
video.
He's gonna wrap your hands. He's gonna cut them and then he'll tape them, and
Oh.
you're gonna use those
You just-
over and
Oh,
over and
shit.
over and over. Yeah,
very
no,
well.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You
That's
down?
why they call training reps.
Oh, Peter.
I don't know.
What do you think,
I'm
Coach?
an amateur.
Yeah.
I used to just fight Iraqis.
Hey,
I did.
Hey, thank you,
They're
man.
like
Thank
the-
you. Thank you both for your
and me
service,
both.
man.
The
Truly,
local
thank you guys for
nationals
your
were
service.
cleaning. Hey, you wanna grapple?
Unless you want your hands wrapped.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No, but
He doesn't want to get his hands wrapped because then he's gonna have to fight you.
And then
All right,
I don't
Mando.
want that.
I'll give you
like, no, I don't wanna
one
take
kick
that
on the
chance.
meaty
Yeah,
part.
Who?
You.
Okay.
One kick on the meaty part, but we got to get it on video. That's the whole.
Oh, you
All
won't.
right, let's go.
You won't walk. No, not right now. You won't be able to walk for like
Now's
2
the
weeks.
best time
Well,
to do
like
it.
half speed.
I'll do it. I'll record it. Let's go.
Half speed.
Oh
do it.
shit.
Half speed. Let me go pee first, cause I don't want to pee my pants after you fucking.
No, that'll be even better.
You want to take a break, Abel?
Yeah. All right. Peter's gonna get. All right. Let's do this. We're gonna take a break. Peter's gonna get kicked by Mando. Hopefully he pees in his pants. If not, he shits in his pants. But we're gonna take a break. We'll be back.
Get him good. Get him good.
Yeah?
Get him good. Yeah. Get him good, coach.
Do I have to get into
No, you're good. Honestly, look, I'm gonna do one real quick. Let me just do a little baby one. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Alright.
Yeah? A little more?
Son of a bitch.
Little more.
He's just making it
Yeah?
worse. Should just take one solid hit.
Alright. That's one. Hey, no, it's not gonna be that.
I have a big bruise and this and that. Alright.
Nothing, right? Next, let's go.
Wait, what?
Come on, I had 10% to the gut. You gotta let me. I owe you one. Come on. I'll tell you about it afterwards. We're not fair.
This guy.
I'll tell you.
10%.
10%.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Damn point of view.
No, I don't want that GoPro view. What am I? What? Oh,
Oh,
push the button.
yeah, 10%.
God.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, 20. I'm not gonna hit you. What are you doing? God damn, you do that whole thing?
Yeah.
Good for you. All right, ready?
There you go. Oh, hold on. Trying to tell. I don't even have hard abs
That's
or
right, stand up
anything.
straight and just
Breathe out.
How much resentment do you have? Like
Breathe
from?
out.
Push. Ooh. That was good.
10%. That was 10%.
10%. That was more like 35.
You want 35? No.
So I'm gonna. Hey, Patrick, you hit me in the gut.
I told you I'm gonna hit you.
I know. If I didn't have the gas, you would have. I'd be crying.
All right, and welcome back to The Middle is Open. And you know what, guys? Peter's a new man. He just got his hands wrapped. Peter, how did it feel?
It feels good, dude. It's one of those things you get like you. Even though I'm not gonna fight anyone or anything like that, you start getting your hands wrapped, and it's just that mentality, like, oh shit, it feels good, you know.
Just unload on Pat.
Come here, Pat. Come here.
Did your ego go up a little bit, Peter?
Yeah. I think it gives you that sense of, it's kind of like in any sport, like football, or you start putting on the equipment, you start getting ready, the shit gets real, I guess.
Right, yeah.
So that's like the mentality of it, I guess.
So while you were getting your hands wrapped, Mando discovered something, and he was quite amazed. Mando, do you want to talk about what you
Amazement
saw?
is not the word. Like I'm amazed. It's like, oh, fuck. I'm fascinated. I might be a little obsessed at the moment.
What you see?
His calves, his lower leg, bro. Like I never seen nothing like it. Este, man, we might have to. I don't know, man. We might have to get him into the room. There's something wrong there. His calves are just ridiculously huge.
Yeah, it's a carrillos. Like that's the cardio
Stop!
calves.
Look at you.
He's not a tumor.
You wanna see mine?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about your calves, bro.
I know, right? Whoa. Nah, man. Hey, that's cool, bro. Good for you. Like, that's cool.
No.
So now that you saw his calves, do you feel confident with your pick? Like, or do you see the calves and you're like, man, I want to train that guy?
No, not at all. It's just for later.
Oh, okay.
I'm sticking with my boys, man.
All right,
I'm sticking-
all right.
man.
So we all got our trainers.
We got our trainers.
It was like a draft. It was like a
When do we go to the gym and get our little session in?
I mean, in evenings, Saturdays, weekends, Sundays.
How long do y'all want to train for? Before
Before you
you
guys beat the hell out of each other. And just so you guys know, it's two. They're one. There's two, so it's 2-on-1. 2-on-1.
All right.
We'll fucking tag
So
team.
like, hey, look at Abel. Don't fucking get him.
All right.
tag team episode.
I think we need like maybe a solid hour, 2 hours. How about
learn certain.
yeah.
Okay. So I get. Oh no. This is even cooler. We're gonna go in. We're gonna
Like-
a little hideout.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little. We're gonna teach as much as we can,
And then we'll have a little grappling tournament, the final four right here.
Yeah.
Grappling.
Let's do it.
Like, what can you
Friday,
teach in
a
an
Friday, a
hour? Are
Saturday.
you gonna be like, "Hey, show me what you know," and then like I just fall asleep on the mat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
He knows nothing.
What would it be? What would it be called? It would be like
playing possum.
an absolute tournament, like because there's no weight divisions or anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Hey,
just
where you been at?
just like the first UFCs, no
Yeah.
weight class, no. As a matter of fact, we won't even wrap your hands. That's it. It's gonna be all bare knuckle.
oh no. Whoa.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
whoa.
saw you go.
Wait. Time out. It's just.
It's gonna be bare knuckle.
I don't want to go in.
Yeah. It's just grappling.
Mortal Kombat here. We're all gonna be wearing our masks like Sub-Zero, and
I can hear my daughter crying. I think I gotta go.
I gotta go, guys.
she's supposed to today.
What?
This is.
Yeah, no, let's do it, man. Saturdays,
I'm
Friday,
down to
Saturday,
roll.
Sunday.
And then what does the winner get? Do they?
Yeah, dude, bro, we'll come up with something cool.
Yeah.
We'll put a package together, a Zen package together, a homie package together.
They face Mando.
Yeah,
I don't want to win.
we'll do something cool. Yeah.
The package.
Hey, I did it.
So some Zen.
No, man. Yeah, no, like, dude, this would be cool. And then every few
dude.
months, we'll put you on to some of the other dudes around town. You guys go check them out and repeat
We're
the
just
same
fighting
thing.
other podcasts.
Or, bro,
battle of the
don't
podcast.
Start something you ain't gonna finish. That's fucking cool.
Shit, man.
Mando's like, I'm starting a podcast right now.
Another dojo, and then
It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? We're like doing a podcast, then we have like bands coming in. Now we're starting a fight club. Like, shit, we're just
Hey, you're not
We don't
supposed to
speak.
talk about
Rule number one, man. Rule number one.
You're out of it already.
You know what? I just saw something right now. I was like, man, he looks so familiar. You look like Houston Alexander.
All right.
Right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He looks like Houston Alexander, right?
That's an intense human being.
Yeah. I was like, when I came in, I was like,
He
oh,
said,
cool.
he said, hey man, come on, man, el color, man. El color.
Yeah, but
See,
Thanks.
I told,
That's
I
cool,
warned
man.
you about him. I told you.
Hey,
All right.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
no, it is a compliment, right? He's a bad dude, right?
bro. Yeah,
He's a bad dude, yeah.
I like intense emotions. And God damn, that's an intense, emotional human being, right?
All right, let's talk about something. Let's talk about your guys' swag. Because I'm looking at Mando, and he's got some cool shorts, and he's got a nice little hoodie and everything.
Yeah.
And I see your guys' clothes that you have there at the gym.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
the
no,
dojo.
Who? At the dojo. God, at the dojo.
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 That's another
Dude,
leg
I
kick.
do. Put those hammers back on.
Do it.
Put the hammers back on.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right, you obviously see that I continue to mess up. What's the punishment? Is it laps around the mat? Is it like getting choked
There's
out?
no punishment. There's only reward, man. Look, everyone's correcting you. Everyone's helping you.
It's because
We're not here to break nobody down. We're here to build people up.
I think we should break him down.
I think he's gonna move it. I think we should move it to 45%.
Can we do it like 35?
Wait for these cameras to be off, man.
Oh fuck! All right, let's talk about the clothes, guys. Come on. So
We teamed up
like-
with one of the brands around here, Artists of My Life. And yeah, man, they keep getting us this fly ass swag. Everything is nicely embroidered. And
Yeah, it's
I always
embroidered.
like to cut things, so
nice.
yeah.
Who came up with that logo?
Which one? This one?
That one that you're wearing on your shorts.
Alex Ruiz. He's one of the owners over at Tom Fullery's Tattoo. He's one of the most amazing people I've ever met. One of the most amazing artists and just talented people I've ever met. And so he's come up with all of our logos, and we got a few of them. He's also the owner of Art Is My Life, the brand. And so, yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So what's coming up for you guys? You had touched on the blood drive coming up, I guess, next week.
Yeah,
right?
so we have the blood drive Friday, and it is by appointment. So like I know I messed up because I just started blasting it. Hey, save the date.
You want to get on that mic, Mando, so we can hear you clearly for this?
Yes, sir. Anything for you. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
you don't even understand how many times I have to tell people to speak into the mic.
Right. You've only told me once, so I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I apologize. That's my brain. That's just the way my brain fires. I apologize. Hey, give me 8 points. I know you can. Hey, so next Friday, the 11th. But again, it is by appointment. You can come sign up at the dojo. It's gonna be like every 15 minutes. We're just gonna rotate people. And now, you know what, El Paso, do your fucking part. Like, come out. And there's a shortage of blood.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You're scared. To some extent, we're all aware. We're all cautioned. We're all a little scared. But I mean, come out and do something. Like, do something. Like, yeah, walk the walk, right? Come out. Let's give some blood. Let's help these healthcare workers a little bit. And healthcare workers, you know, we love you guys. Anything you guys need, almost anything you guys need, holler at us. Let us know what else we can do. We also have Warlord Invitational playing. Where's that at? Big Spring, Texas.
Big Spring.
Let's touch up on that.
Yeah. So next Saturday we have one of our guys, Noah, going and having
Savage.
He's
Viking.
He's a different breed, and so he's going out there. He has a super fight, and so I'll be going out, and a couple of our other members will be going out with us. So
Yeah, the fighters.
so next Saturday.
To Valhalla.
And then you guys also mentioned that there's like a hand wrapping thing going on, right?
Yeah, we don't have a date for sure yet. We're hoping to be in February sometime. It's a hand wrapping seminar that I'll be conducting. It's great for anybody that wants to learn how to wrap hands. It can be anybody, gym owners, dojo, trainers, and other fighters that want to learn how to wrap hands. That's coming up as well.
This is there at the dojo
At Zen.
with you guys at Zen.
At the dojo.
All right.
Just stay tuned into our social media, and we'll be posting
And
some of that
where
stuff.
could they find that? On Instagram, Facebook, all
Yeah,
that.
we'll be blasting it here pretty soon on Coach Jerry's page, on the Zen page.
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll be putting a social media flyer out.
All right, here's some questions for you guys. Favorite fighters, MMA first.
Valentina Shevchenko.
You only get one, each of you.
I can't, man, stop.
Just one. Just
It's
one.
hard,
You
man.
know Mando doesn't like these situations. Why
Well, that we asked the hard questions.
Look, I'm gonna go with Antonina Shevchenko, man.
Okay.
I think I would say Justin Gaethje.
Okay.
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva.
Solid pick.
What happened to Anderson Silva? Do you think he just kind of?
Nothing happened. to him.
No,
He's a
but
fucking
like
legend.
he just
Look,
like
man, you want to fight?
no.
We'll get you a fight with him.
No. I'm just saying.
Nothing happened. He did his thing. He came through. He did nothing
Dominated.
different than any other fighter.
No, because I was gonna ask this question. Is that gonna potentially happen to
Yeah.
John Jones?
Yeah.
Because like Anderson
maybe
Silva,
not.
Anderson Silva was at the top. Like it seemed like he would beat anybody that would go into the cage with him. But then, you know, he obviously suffered that one loss, and then it kind of just started coming down for him. You know.
This is what a lot of people don't realize. Getting knocked out takes a toll on you. Mm-hmm. So when you get knocked out like that, you know, to come back from something like that, it takes a toll not only physically, but it's also mentally. And I think he's still the greatest fighter to me
Bro,
of
and then
all time.
still to come back against the same fighter, and then we know what happened there, and then to still fight not too long ago. You fucking kidding me?
yeah.
That's fucking legend, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
All right, John Jones or Stylebender?
I'm sorry?
Who do you pick, John Jones or Alessandra?
if they fight?
Yeah, like
That's super
just
fight that they're
the super fight. Do you think he's too small
man,
for
look,
John
I go
Jones?
with Valentina, I go with Antonina, and I go with Mighty Mouse Johnson. That's it.
I think he's asking who you think would win.
No, I know what he said.
Okay. Y'all gonna pick anybody?
Yeah, no, you guys go.
I don't know. I would still pick Jones.
John
I think
Jones.
Jones would beat him.
That's a hard one, but I think experience-wise, Jones.
Okay. Now,
Abel's all placing bets over here.
no, yeah, I'm gonna. I'm taking notes,
Picking your
man.
brains
I just
right now.
recently got into what's it called, FanDuel. So I'm trying to.
I was just gonna say.
Hey, and Thug Rose, man, damn.
Doug Rose.
Thug
That's
Rose,
right,
man, damn.
Heck yeah.
Do you guys have any horror stories? Someone shedding themselves during a fight, or like pissing themselves,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Throwing
Las
up on
Cruces,
the-
New Mexico.
throwing up on the mat.
Weigh-ins.
Men's
Yeah.
bathroom.
Is there any horror stories you guys got?
I know one time down at Red Spider with Coach Daryl Schoonover, we were, and actually Johnny can also attest to this because he was there. We had one kid, we were all sparring, and he just straight up was like, "Ruh," and he just threw up right on the mat,
Oh damn!
And it happens all the time because of weight cut. Sometimes people poop themselves, and
Oh,
it happens. It happens.
Happened to me the other day.
yeah. On the golf course?
Yeah.
He was just walking.
The 13th hole is filled with shit, literally.
Hey, speaking of, man, look, you're going to be holding baby girl like this one day, super cute, like this. Eating your mouth. She's going to throw up in your
She
mouth.
just peed on me yesterday.
Hey, that's cool, right? It's funny, right? What a blessing.
Any other stories? Nothing.
I mean, we've had. I can't confirm, but it's more of an assumption. We've had skid marks on our mats. Obviously, our mats are white, as you can tell. So we've seen some trails of
Some
Interesting colors.
yeah. So
Is that purple?
Yeah, right?
so and then I think one of the fights we had, which isn't really anything out of the ordinary, I don't think, but James had fought, and he had moved up to 170 to fight a guy from Jackson Week, I think, and he lost, but
James, he fights at 45, 55,
Yeah, dude.
and he
Yeah.
took a fight at
170,
70. So
170.
it was easily at least 80, 85.
yeah.
Did he have to cut at all?
what's his natural weight?
No.
No, he weighs like between 170 and 175 naturally, doesn't he?
James, 165, 170. Yeah.
He's a big guy. He's like 6'2".
So, like
right?
title fights, he'll drop down to 45. He'll make that cut. And then non-title fights, he'll fight at 55. Yeah, and you guys saw him. He looks long and lanky. It's like Jones. You're like, oh, he's tall and skinny. And then you get up close and you're like, God damn, kind of thick.
That dude's a fucking animal.
Yeah. James a fucking
Pleasant
Shout out James
surprise.
Pleasant.
Yeah, look at that picture right there. Is he on there?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, yeah, right there, that bottom one.
He's got his back up.
He's relatively he's pretty young. Is there anything that you kind of discourage him, like, hey, you shouldn't be going those like too many weight divisions? Or?
No, because things like that empower a person like James. Like, hey, it's empowerment, man. Like,
he strives to
James.
greatness.
Like, go to James. Like, he will learn just as much from a loss than a win. Like, James, that's just another fucking dude, man. That's another monster, man. Like, he's just Noah, the one that's competing next weekend. Man, everybody there. We just got some solid fucking people, man. Yeah.
I mean, you guys are solid fucking people, so
Oh, thank you.
I can only
Yeah,
imagine that you guys are training solid fucking people.
Yeah, that's cool. It's fucking cool.
If there's one discipline to move forward or to have like as your starting the base of your fight game,
Mixed martial arts.
is it wrestling? Is it
Mixed martial arts.
I mean, mixed martial arts. What exactly is that?
It's now a style. It is not. You don't learn it separately. Mixed martial arts is now. It's taught, and we should talk about this 10, 15 years ago. Imagine when those kiddos are coming up, and we're teaching them not boxing, not kickboxing, not jiu-jitsu. We're teaching them mixed martial arts as a style, as an overall concept. Holy fuck! And it's cool, man. Like, we're kind of seeing that. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense.
It's like basketball.
Do you feel that when you coach that way mixed martial arts, do you feel that you're depriving your student of anything, maybe jiu-jitsu, maybe boxing, wrestling, or anything like that?
Yes and no. Yes, for the person that's going to be like, you got to be depleting them of something. There's got to be some void. But the way we have mapped it out, the way we have planned it and mapped it out, when everyone else is focusing on whether it's just this, 7 minutes, no, like our guys go to jiu-jitsu, they go to judo, they go to nogi, they go to aikido, believe it or not, they go to yoga, and then we put it all together. So they're always learning these concepts separately, but also together.
So at your guys' dojo, if there's one discipline that if I wanna just do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's open. I don't have to necessarily do mixed martial arts.
Absolutely, but I'll make fun of you a little bit.
Okay.
No, because no, honestly, because look, and we have this a lot, like, because our judo program is fucking amazing. Like, Sensei the Mendozas are fucking amazing instructors, man. And the thing about, one of the things that everyone assumes you're gonna get tossed in your ass, and yeah, at some point you definitely will, but they all reflect one another. Like, they're all just as important, man.
Huh?
Anything else, guys?
I don't know. I think we've picked our brains enough, dude.
Yeah. Anthony?
No, man. I'm good. I answered everything I needed.
I feel like you guys are a little timid. You guys are hesitant to ask.
No. I asked what I knew.
All right. Just
Yeah, hey, truly, man. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate being on here with y'all. This was cool.
No, we had fun.
This was cool.
Yeah, we look forward to this for a very long time. Just like, just trying to get everyone's schedule. And then sorry about short notice and stuff.
Oh, they were saying sorry about Pat showing up at 12:05.
Oh yeah, no.
Hey, I was 2 minutes off. Had it been 2 minutes, man, I'd have collected $3.
It was 11.
Hey,
Oh, 11:05. Sorry.
But you know what? This is actually the first time Pat has stayed for a whole show in like 4 months. Has it been?
4 months, something like that.
Yeah. Because you
Hey,
Feel special.
You should feel special.
Yeah,
I guess we should.
Because usually Pat's like, oh, I gotta dip, guys. Like, I'm out of here. And then now that you guys are in, I don't think he wants to go by that door because he's gonna get choked out or something.
We didn't bore him, that's why.
No.
Yeah. We stayed till the job's done, man. No, and I hope you guys got all the content, and I hope you guys got all the substance that you guys needed, and this was cool, man.
Anything you guys need help with or whatever, let us know. And
Definitely.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
we appreciate having you on. I like the raps.
Hey, man,
Thank you,
That
man.
was a boost of confidence.
We're definitely going to have to go into that gym and throw down a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, no.
That's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we're gonna win, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's my coach, they're lucky, man.
Why you keep saying whoever? You know who your coach is. He's right here.
I
Look,
know,
his name
I
is
know.
Coach David.
I know. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Hey, what was it? I will freeze you. Damn.
All right. One last thing before we let you go. Give us a nickname. You're gonna baptize each and every one of us. Go. You guys,
Man.
put your brains
all right,
together.
all right,
Give
all
us a
right.
nickname.
The silent killer, the soft killer, the quiet killer, the loudest motherfucking killer.
We're all killers.
So we're all killers.
Am I the quiet killer? Which one am I?
You-
You're gonna make me say, God, the late killer. I don't go back to the footage and find it.
El
The painkiller,
putt-putt,
man.
el
The pain in the ass coming in so late.
The pain.
I couldn't rob a bank with you, man. You'd be too loud.
That what? Dude, my attention was with Pat, and then you started speaking.
You know, in the military, I was called tree trunks.
I could see fucking why, man. I could see fucking why. I get it. It still does you no fucking service. It does you no justice, because I still ain't never seen a fucking bottom part of a tree that looked like that. I'm worried for you. Bro, that's cool, man. Like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna talk to. The history books will remember your fucking name. That's 100%.
Elephantitis of the cat.
Something. That's definitely an itis. There's definitely information out somewhere. Yeah.
All right, guys, with Peter's trunks being the last part of this show.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Thank you all so much. This was Middles Open.
Trying to do a motherfucking podcast in here, shit.